Hello, friends. For those of you who want to do the pull workout, feel free to skip ahead, but I wanted to give you a little insight into this week's videos, week 3 of Back to Basics. September for me is an extremely busy season, and I got a ton of new clients all at once, and it's been a crazy busy week on top of a couple other things I had going on. There's just a lot going on. So, letting you in on a little bit of the insider filming secrets, we bulk record these. I wish I could pop in every day and record a video, but between setup and planning and having the time, it's just not possible. So you probably have seen me wear this outfit for the 3rd time. You might see it all week, I don't know. But it's because we're being efficient and the outfit changes. It's just, this is what we got time for today. So progress, not perfection. I'm showing up for you. This is my 3rd workout that I'm recording for you guys today. So I'm really getting a sweat on, and I did my own workout earlier. So thank you for joining me, thank you for being here, and thank you for your support. We're going to be doing a pull day workout today, and it's actually only going to be 9 minutes. It's great, 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. Feel free to run through this 2 times if you have the time and you want to make it an 18 or 20 minute workout, and you can even do 3 times for about a 30-minute workout. So whatever works for you in your schedule, that's the whole goal of the workout this month in the Back to Basics. They bring the basics back, keep it simple and sweet and short, and generally under 20 or 30 minutes. All right, so with that, let's dive in. All right, guys, so you're gonna need a pair of light to medium dumbbells. Okay, some of these moves you might need a little bit lighter weight, some of these you might need a little heavier. If you're only working with 1 pair of dumbbells or whatever you have, just go slower if it's heavier. If it's maybe you can break it down to one side. There are ways to modify depending on what you have, so just be mindful. Okay, so we're gonna be starting with a dumbbell bent over row, and what that looks like is feet are gonna be shoulder width apart. We're gonna sit our hips back, arms out in front. We're in a row to the hips. Notice my shoulders are down and back, and I'm pulling those elbows by the hips. I'm not keeping it up high, okay? Pinch those back muscles. Okay, we got about 5 seconds till we start, so get those dumbbells ready. 2, 1, and go. All right, so that is one thing I see with row form is often we're trying to row up too high and pull our shoulders up by our ears. We want to lower the shoulders down and back. Elbows are bent. Your elbows are gonna look more like a 90-degree angle. And that really allows us to pinch our back muscles and not use our shoulders so much. Ten seconds. 2, 1, and rest. All right, next thing we're gonna be doing is a hammer curl. So we're gonna hold our dumbbells palms facing in, and we're gonna be curling up. Remember, we don't wanna use momentum. We're not trying to swing. Okay, couple seconds, 2, 1, and go. Now also, this is another thing, if your dumbbells are too heavy, try curling 1 at a time. Now, if you have lighter, try not to speed up. You don't want to go too fast. Okay, we want it still slow and controlled. See if you can go even slower with the lighter weight to have time under tension to make it even harder. Looking good, guys. Keep it up. 10 seconds. 2, 1, and rest. All right, I'm gonna swap out my lighter dumbbells here because we're gonna be doing reverse flies, which hit the rear deltoids, which are in the back of the shoulders here. Same position as the bent over row, but we're gonna fly. Open our arms up and back, okay? 2, 1, and go. Anything generally involving the shoulders is gonna require lighter weight. It's a smaller muscle. Our backs are a bigger muscle, so it can hold a little bit more weight. And of course, everyone's different depending on where you're starting out. Some people are naturally heavier and stronger in certain areas, and some people are weaker. So I always tell my clients, I'm like, when we're working together, the first couple weeks are gonna be a little bit of trial and error. I gotta figure out where your strengths are, where your weaknesses are, what weight is challenging for you. So give yourself some grace if you're like, that was easy or that was too hard. Almost there. 2, 1, and rest. All right, next thing we have is an alternating bicep curl. We're gonna add a little twist. So I'm gonna start with my palms in towards my thighs, and as I curl up, I'm gonna rotate it and then back in. So we rotate the palms up and then back to our side. 2, 1, and go. All right, elbows are nice and tight at the side. We really want that mind-muscle connection. So when we come up, we get that nice squeeze in the biceps. Core should be tight. I know there's a lot of different things to be thinking about, but it's something to work on. It's how you get the most out of the move. And next up, we're gonna be doing a single arm dumbbell row, which we're gonna be propping ourselves up against something if you need it. You can also prop up on your leg, which I'll show you how to do that as well. 5 seconds, 2, 1, and rest. All right, so what that looks like, 2 options. If we wanna prop ourselves up on our leg, we can do that. Butt out, again, just like the first row, rowing towards the hips. If you wanna prop up on something, like I have my TV stand, you can do that as well. 2, 1, and go. I will say this one, propping up on something, you're gonna feel it more in just your back. If you want a little bit of core work, working on your stability, you're gonna feel it a little more propping up on yourself. And remember, we're just doing one side. We're gonna do the other side next round. Almost there. Two, 1, and rest. Let's switch sides. And I put the foot forward that's opposite of the arm that I'm rowing, so I have room to row and I don't bump into my leg. Just a little pro tip. Make sure, I always tell you to stick your butt out. 2, 1, and go. I tell you to stick your butt out so it keeps our back straight, because if it comes in close, we start to get sloppy and round our back or arch our back. So really just keep that butt stuck out so we have a nice flat back. If you can video record yourself or you have a mirror, maybe you check in your TV reflection, nothing wrong with that. Seconds. Next one's gonna be a tough one on the ground. 2, 1, and rest. And by tough, I mean challenging in the best way. So we're gonna go into a plank actually, and we're gonna do a renegade row. So what that looks like is with our 2 dumbbells, we're gonna plank and row. And I'm actually gonna keep my hands on the outside. 2, 1, and go of my dumbbells, because I find that depending on the type of dumbbell, sometimes it'll hurt my hands. And if you find that happening to you, you can do this as well. The next move is going to be seated, so hopefully you have a couch handy or an ottoman or a chair. Two, 1, and rest. All right, so we're gonna do a concentration curl. So you're gonna sit wherever. I'm gonna sit on my futon. We're gonna have our elbow on the inside of our thigh, our other hand propped up, and we're gonna curl. You have to lean forward a little bit for this, but 2, 1, and go. That being propped up allows everything to stay in place. It's almost like a preacher curl machine, if you've ever seen those. So it really forces you to fight gravity and use your bicep. This may look like a traditional bodybuilder move, okay? We often see bodybuilders doing this. but it works. It's good. Ten seconds. Sorry guys, my hair's a little crazy. The sweaty bang gang is coming out. 2, 1, and rest. We're gonna switch sides. I love my curtain bangs, and I actually got like full-blown bangs last time, but they kind of grew out a little bit. I'm due for a haircut. Sweaty bang gang, they don't stay styled very long as a trainer. 2, 1, and go. Yeah, bangs are not workout friendly. And guys, this is going to be our last one, and that'll be the 9 minutes. So great job. And again, if you're still feeling like you want to do more, feel free to rewind, start over, and do it again. 2, 1, and rest. Very nice job. You can put your weights down or get ready for round 2 if you would like to do that. You know, this is all about you and your schedule and what works for you. Do you see that? See the sweat? Okay. But thank you for joining me. Nice quick arm day. You know, I try to provide workouts for all time ranges, even if it's 5 minutes, 8 minutes, 12 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. We like to keep it to 30 minutes or less because I know all of you are very busy. So thanks again for tuning in. I'll chat with you soon, and bye for now.